Hello friends, welcome to SQL Server tutorial. In this video, we will see how to pass parameter and return value from the stored procedure. So in our previous example, the procedure printed the total authors. So that means it received city as well as state, then printed a total number of authors that belongs to those specified city and state. But the procedure doesn't return anything, it directly printed the required result. A procedure can also return a value to the caller. We can use the return statement to return a value to the calling procedure or whoever is the caller. So to the client, we can return a value using the return statement. The caller can declare a variable to collect the return value. So the caller, in the sense, it can be a calling function or calling procedure or even a SQL script that should declare a variable, because the stored procedure is returning a value, right? To collect that value, we have to declare a variable, then call the procedure and store the return value in the declared variable. Here, if you see, we create a procedure called author count RET1. That's the procedure name. And as usual, it is taking city and state as two parameter. This is param1 and this one is param2. This is the body of the procedure. So the body of the procedure, here we declare a variable author count small int, then we place the select statement. We already did that in our previous video, right? Same stuff we are doing here. And finally, the author count is having the count of author, right? Using the return statement, we are returning the author count to the caller. So this is how you will return a value. So the procedure is doing some business logic here. After that, it is returning a specific value to the caller. So whoever is calling this procedure, they will get this value as a result, and they can use the return result to further in the airflow logic. Here, if you see, to execute this specific procedure, first we are declaring a variable. Why? Because this variable is required to collect the return value, and the type here is small int, and if you see, this is matching with the procedure return value. So the procedure is declaring the internal variable author count, type is small int, then based on the aggregate query, it collects the content into this author count variable. Finally, it is returning it. So here we declare a variable. You can, here it is author count, right? Here we declared it as a total author. You can name it as you like. Here is the key part, execute. The procedure name is here, execute author count RET1. Since this procedure takes two parameter, we provide first parameter Salt Lake City. This will go and substitute here city, Second one is state, and this one will go and get substituted here at state. And inside the procedure, we are using the incoming parameters, right? CT, that's the first parameter we are passing in. State is the second parameter. Other count, procedure, first parameter, second parameter, it will go here. It will participate in the body, collects the total number of authors and returns that. And that returned value, this is the procedure execution, right? Actually, so this complete procedure execution now returning a value, and that value is stored here in total authors. Finally, we print the value whatever is there here, and we are printing that total authors. All right, now let's go to the demo. We will create a new query. I'll go to pubs database. So this time, if you see, we have a procedure which takes two parameters like our previous procedure. This time, instead of printing the count, it is returning the local variable to the caller. We will create this procedure. Before that, let us cross check whether we have the same procedure name already there in the database. So author count is there, so this one is not there. We can create this procedure. Command completed successfully, and refresh it to see the procedure listed here. Author count RET1, that takes two parameters, city and state, returns integer. Now we will open one more query window and execute the procedure. So do not worry about this. This is a IntelliSense issue. Refresh local cache. It's gone. All right. So this was already explained in the PowerPoint slide. We declared a variable. This is the procedure we are calling. The procedure will return a value, and we saw that here, author count, and that return value is assigned here, right? Then we are printing that. Now let's execute this. So here, if you see, this is actually a script. So in the second window, we have a script, or it can be one more procedure also. A procedure can call some other procedure, or a function can call some other procedure or function. All right, here we will execute this, and you will see the total number of authors is 2 for Salt Lake City, UT. If you want to cross check, you can write a select query and check that. Or here is the select statement. We will cut down this variable. We'll put star to select all the record. Select star from authors where city equal to whatever we are passing here. And state equal to UT. Right, so you can see two authors, and that's what the procedure is printing here, right? State is UT and city is Salt Lake City, and there are two authors who belongs to this specified city and state. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.